What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Anything Better podcast show with your host, Paul Virzi, Bill Burr. Got the Greek freak, Andrew Themeles, out there in California, producer extraordinaire, and you guys are listening to episode 51. Who do we have for 51, everybody?
Oh, we got some great ones. The first one that popped into my head was Dick Butkus, and they got him at number 5. By the way, Dick Butkus, 78 years old, professional football player, playing the way he did. Good for him. All right, here we go. Number 10, Zach Diossi.
Oh, giant.
Zach, yeah, you want a couple of fucking rings there. Broderick Thomas for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alex Mack. I don't know who that is for the Falcons. Takeo Spikes.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
Takeo Spikes, sorry.
Takeo Spikes was an animal. I think he played for Buffalo. Yeah.
Here's a great one. Ichiro Suzuki.
Oh, my God, that's a great one.
I mean, that's the Asian Ty Cobb right there. Or if not, Pete Rose, if they counted those fucking hits. Dick Butkus.
That's a great list. This is a pretty good list. You would think 51 would be a little weird. I think they get weird. The next 3 get weird.
Randy Johnson. Willie McGee. Another great one. The St. Louis Cardinal. Trevor Hoffman. The greatest closer other than Mariano Rivera. And at number one, they have Bernie Williams, Paul.
Burn, baby, burn. That's right.
I love Bernie Williams, but I don't know. I think Dick Butkus, I don't know.
I think Dick Butkus or Ichiro are fucking higher than him. No offense. I'm a Yankee fan, but that's, Ichiro Suzuki is one of the greatest baseball. I mean, that kid had nobody talks about the arm that kid had.
You know who loved him? Bernie Mac.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, big baseball fan. I didn't know that. I saw this great clip on him talking about how much he loved Ichiro.
Dude, Ichiro's arm was amazing, man. He was this.
What about his speed? When he would lay down that bunt, he was already 3 steps to first base.
100%. All right. Well, here's the deal, man. I don't know how your weekend was, but Paulie got hammered on red wine. I was just sitting in front of the TV watching football and watching watching the Packers, who I picked going the whole way. And I just did that thing I did where almost when the Red Sox beat the Yankees 4 straight, when the Yankees were winning 3-0, I almost had that mindset of like, we'll get them next time. So like every time the Packers would be like 3 and out or punt, they'd be like, no, they're coming, sipping wine. My fucking teeth are getting red. They're coming. And it just didn't happen. And I was just like, whatever. It is what it is. But I had a good time, spent time with the family. And I think everybody's getting healthy now. COVID has, I think, officially, knock on wood, officially left the Virzi. Omicron is officially gone.
Oh, it's hilarious. Well, it came into my house. Some kid, some nanny or something gave it to some kid, gave it to my kid. And then it just went like through my house. But like, I feel totally fucking fine. I've been smoking cigars like every day, playing drums and shit. So I think that this one is like super weak compared to the other one.
No, this one is just like contagious. People get it quick, but it's weak. It's funny. Bill called me.
Well, I'm glad I didn't get that other one. That other one.
No, the other one
was fucking upside down with sores on their faces and shit. Fuck that. Like I remember when Trump was just going like, "It's not that bad," and then you saw him go like, he did that painful inhale.
We've got frostbite on their toes.
Yeah, I kept testing negative, so I was like quarantining out here, going, all right, maybe I didn't get it because I went back to New York, and then like I was feeling sick, and I kept fucking, like, it felt like I had a cold, and then after 2 days of testing negative with that, the next day I'm like, I feel great. It must have just been a cold. Then I tested positive.
It's funny you called me up. Bill called me up and goes, I don't know, man. You think I could smoke a cigar with this? And I was like, yeah, if you feel all right.
I mean, it's what I do, Paul. It's what I do. So, and then I started looking up all of this shit, dude. I don't know what to. I think both sides are lying, and everybody wants to be right with this thing. You know what I mean? It's like, Rogan got all that shit for that ivermectin, whatever the fuck it's called. They sell it at CVS and Walgreens. How can it be for fucking horses? Why is it in there?
It's how Japan, the prime health minister of Japan was talking about it like on television, like weeks before that, how like it's great. And there's it's India.
You know what it is, dude? Is everybody wants to be right. And people want to win. They want to, and both sides. The vaxxers, the anti-vaxxers, and all that. And the real thing is I don't want to get myself in the middle of this controversy, but it's just like there's a lot of fucking money, there's a lot of credit, there's a lot of pussy on the line here, man. Everybody wants to be the guy. And all of these people you see yammering about it every fucking day and all of that shit, like there's something that's like an ego thing. I'm the guy that knows the thing that fucking does the whatever. So I don't know. I'm just glad that I just fucking did, wore the mask, stayed 6 feet away, so I didn't get the big one. And then, what am I going to do? My kid gets it and comes home. What am I supposed to fucking walk around in a beekeeper suit in my own house? It happens.
Yeah.
I almost did it, Paul. I went almost 2 fucking years without getting it, I told the company line, man.
Nah, man. It's, you can't, nobody knows. You know what it's like? It's like going, that quarterback is great. Everybody says he sucks, but he's great. And once that quarterback starts throwing picks, you still got to stick with your thing. Very few people have the capability of going, you know what? I was wrong. I fucked up. I was wrong. Not a lot of people can do that. How many people do you know in your life that apologize a lot or admit defeat a lot? Probably not many.
I gotta be honest with you, a lot of comics I know do that. I think because we realize we're fucked up and we have the time to go to therapy and also have the time to examine ourselves where everybody else has to just fucking get up, go to work, make the donuts. We have like all day to kill a day. You're sitting in that fucking lounge, that fucking lazy boy that's busted in the comedy condo. You have a lot of alone time to be like, all right, I keep ending up in this spot. Or maybe I'm giving people too much credit.
Listen, I love my wife. Okay?
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Bill, I love my wife. I love my wife, but if you were to tell me going into marriage, my wife's apology under/over was 10, I'm taking the fucking under.
I know. Dude, fucking being bald and having nothing but fucking overhead lighting is the goddamn worst. Let me turn this fucking thing down a little bit. Jesus. Jesus, Paul, what is the world coming to here?
Yeah. No, man, she's cool.
Well, my wife is actually getting better at it because I kind of called her out on it. Like we had because we were going through this shit, right? So at one point, my family's testing positive. I'm not. So I'm like, all right, I'm trying to put this movie together. I got to stay, whatever. So I went to my room by the garage, right? So, then she's getting mad. Like I'm out here, like skirting responsibility. So every time we would FaceTime, she'd be like, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? I was like, well, I can't really do that. I can't you got the windows open. I'll try to put a mask on or something like that. And she's just like, she would just fucking hang up on me. She wouldn't say goodbye. She'd just like, yeah, okay. And she would just fucking hang up.
Well, that's a tough one for me to handle, the hang up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then what do? Am I an adult and say, listen, I know you're going through a lot of stress. I just need you not to do that. No, what I did, I went childish and I started treating her the way she was treating me. So then eventually we have this big fucking, Donnybrook in the fucking kitchen. Nothing crazy. Not to the level my parents used to go, but like, like the parents make it to the fucking, the dad makes it to the NBA, but you only play like Division II basketball. That's like where our... So we get into it. And I was just like, yeah, listen, I'm getting, I go, I know what you're doing. Okay. It's passive aggressive. Okay. And then this is how she admits that she's wrong. I go, I know what you're doing is passive aggressive. And she goes, well, it's better than your aggressive. It's just like, so, all right, yeah, I'm aggressive, but that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. You're just trying to spin it over here.
Right.
So then she just walked out of the room, and I was like, is that what an adult does?
No.
These are all things you shouldn't say. But I'll tell you, my wife is a sweetheart. She did come back. She said, all right, I am sorry, but blah, 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 blah. Whenever she does that, I go, okay, apology accepted.
Yeah.
Why is that so hard for you?
Yeah, no, it's tough. I don't know why it's hard to get that.
It's not a woman thing, though. I'm not blaming my wife because she's a woman. I'm blaming her because she's arrogant.
No, I think when you marry
I need a hat or something. This is the shiniest my forehead has ever fucking looked.
I'm waiting for you to be tan after this. Get that B12.
I will tell you, there's something I have enjoyed is while I was quarantining, I've been sleeping by myself, and oh my God. Like the dumbest thing ever is when you get married that you have to sleep in the same bed with them. Sleeping in the same bed with another person is a guaranteed you lose 40 minutes sleep every night.
Unless you got a king. You got to have a king.
I got a king. Somebody's snoring, somebody's moving, somebody takes the fucking... We're not meant... The only time you should sleep with somebody else if you're afraid of freezing to death. You need each other's warmth and you have to push through the homophobia just to survive. Just sitting there shivering, hold on. We never talk about this.
That's fucking hilarious. Yo, our dog sleeps in our bed, but he's so fucking cool that he waits for us to be out cold and have our position. And then he gets real small where he can. And if we move, he gets up and adjusts. He's the best. He's the least of the problems. Now,
dude, my dog, rest her soul, Cleodio. She used to jump up, would love to come up on the bed. She'd be all up in us and everything like that. But then when she wanted to go to sleep, she was just like, all right, enough cuddle time. She would stand up and she would walk to the foot of the bed, walk around like 3 circles. And then even she was just like, and they're pack animals.
Yeah. Yeah. Now,
that's the one thing I kind of got out of this. Because, there are people that are like married and they sleep in separate rooms. And I used to think like that was the beginning of the end, which it could be. But I don't necessarily think it's that.
All right, everybody, it is BetterHelp. What interferes with your happiness? Is something preventing you from achieving your goals? BetterHelp
I got a picture in my brain.
BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. Connect in a safe and private online environment. It's so convenient. It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It's professional counseling done securely online. You'll get timely, thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions.
I think you watch sports too much and don't focus on your family.
You gamble too much.
That was me being thoughtful.
Without ever having to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches so they make it easy and free to change counselors if needed. That's actually good because I had counselors that I did not like. I used to have a guy looking at the clock. I'm like, all right, I got to stop coming here at the end of the day. Yeah. It's more affordable.
My trauma boring you?
I remember one time telling a guy stuff, and he goes, wait, so like, have you met Dangerfield? Like, he was so enamored with comedy.
Oh, yeah, that happens all the fucking time. So what does it feel like when you go out there?
Yeah, suicidal. Listen,
not as bad as it felt like for the reason that I'm doing it. If we could get back to that, if you don't mind.
It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. The service is available for clients worldwide. Licensed professional counselors who specialize in depression, stress, anxiety, relationships, sleeping, and trauma. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. I want you to start living a happier life today. As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at BetterHelp.com/anythingbetter. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/anythingbetter for 10% off your first month.
All right. Next up is, it's all Indochino. Whether it's finding a signature color, wearing a more flattering cut, or getting a new statement piece, the right detail can take your wardrobe up a notch. This year, let Indochino take care of your 2022 style edit. You can customize everything from suits and shirts to chinos and bomber jackets at prices more affordable than you might expect. Indochino offers completely customized, custom-fitted suits, shirts, casual wear, and more at surprisingly affordable prices. Get a wardrobe personalized to your style, Paul, and taste.
Nice.
Without spending a fortune. I just picture you in white linen with those brown loafers that you can see your toes. Those sandals. Every piece is made to your exact measurements, and you can customize every detail. Choose everything about your suit, including the fabric, lapel, monogram, and statement linings. You can create a suit that fits you and your style perfectly. The best part? Indochino suits starts at just $4.29, and the shirts from $7.99 with all customizations included. Give yourself a style edit that sets the tone for the rest of the year with Indochino. Get $50 off any purchase of $3.99 or more by using the promo code BETTER, BETTER, at Indochino.com. That's $50 off a purchase of $3.99 at INDOCHINO.com. Hey, it worked. Promo code BETTER. I actually think there's something, it's kind of nice. Because my wife was going like, have you been sleeping really well since Omicron? Not like, yeah, I have, but I don't think it's because of that. And I'm not trying to downplay Omicron either. Like, my wife had, last night, all of a sudden she got like super exhausted. So I for whatever reason, dude, it's probably because I'm German Irish. This whole thing, both vax shots and the thing, I've never gotten sick, but we also plow through.
Dude, let's be honest, dude. Omicron is a fucking beta male. Okay, the first one was an alpha that just came in fucking throwing haymakers. Omicron is just a fucking nerdy guy. Like, hey, sorry, I'll be out of your way soon.
Yeah, COVID-19 was that Tyson liver shot followed by the uppercut.
Yeah, Omicron is Glass Joe from Tyson's Punch-Out. You're going to get rid of it quick. It's easy.
That's good. I guess they're saying that, I don't know. Who knows what the fuck they talk. But I also there's another thing too. I allow people to be wrong about shit. Yeah. It's brand new. I love when people are like, they fucking said this 3 months ago. Now they're saying that. It's like, yeah, it's new. This is our first trip around, What the fuck? Can you cut them some slack? It's like all these fucking mouth-breathing morons acting like they're going to figure it out or they would have done a better job. I can tell you this, Paul, working on a couple of projects, trying to get 5 comedians to all pull in the same direction is fucking impossible. Forget about having 500 million people.
It's so
all
true.
Being like, okay, this is what the fuck we're doing.
Dude, I have an uncle, Italian uncle, hilarious, right? And as soon as something comes on the news, he knows exactly. I remember when that Malaysian plane disappeared. That Malaysian plane disappeared. My uncle just goes, no, you know what they did, right? I go, no, what they do? He goes, they took it. Okay, they probably killed they're going to use that as a fucking bomb against us. That's what they're doing. And he said it, dude. He said it as if he got intel. He said, but I will give him this, dude. This is true story. Doctor told my uncle, My uncle's hilarious, dude. Good dude, too. Doctor told my uncle he had 18 months to live. I swear to God, 2009. Doctor told my uncle he had 18 months to live. Sat him down, told him, yeah, we'll make him comfortable. And he just goes, nah. He goes, nah. He goes, I'm going to live. I just, I got a lot of life to live. It's just not going to happen. And he's alive. He's alive today. and when you talk to him about it, it's like, yeah, nah. It's like, and like, he'll address.
But here's the thing too, that, a lot of people have those stories. Doctor said I'd never walk again. Doctor said I'd never play baseball again, blah, blah. They diagnose the worst.
Right.
Because people are sue happy and they don't want to get sued. So anything looks like an improvement.
Right.
You said I wouldn't fucking be able to do this. Look at me. I can wiggle my fingers. And they go, hey, you proved me wrong. Whew. Not going to sue me. That's what it is.
No, they have to do it, especially with screening. Like when I got misdiagnosed with that thing in my neck, it looked exactly like it. It mimicked it. So then a specialist goes, no, it's dilation from your injury. But they told me that the reason they had to tell me that was because if they don't, and I do have that, it's a big lawsuit. So yes, you're right.
Exactly. Because this is the thing. They're not allowed to be wrong ever. And everybody else can come walking in there. Like, I can't imagine what it's like to be a doctor, especially now. Or somebody who, whatever the job is, where you look through a fucking microscope and try to figure out how to kill a virus before it kills everybody else, right? I can't imagine what it's like for them. I mean, it's hard enough as a comedian to have somebody who isn't funny telling you why what you're doing isn't funny. I just can't imagine. I mean, but I'm just an idiot, right? I worked in a warehouse, whatever. I mean, most of the people that come up to me are me, But if you're like that level of smart and someone like me, some Buffalo Wild Wings fucking idiot comes up, okay, well, here's what I don't understand. They got to sit there. I want to hear from doctors. I wonder if they lie now. What do you do for a living? I would just be like, I build websites.
Yeah. Well, you know what I noticed, Bill, about something? I noticed that, and this has been talked about before, but social media has given a platform to a lot of mentally ill and mentally sick people. And a lot of these people, when they go to comedy shows and they complain, somebody saw me at a club last week and said that they had the misfortune of seeing Paul Virzi perpetuate Asian. Yeah, had the misfortune of watching Paul Virzi. I had the misfortune of watching Paul Virzi perpetuate Asian racism and on his quote unquote, pandemic jokes. And like everybody knew the joke that I did was the lunacy and actual ridiculousness of punching Asian people in the face. And these people actually took it. And I realized something. And of course I didn't respond, but
you can't play the character of the dumb racist guy against Asians, because they're going to think that it's you saying it, because they're too fucking stupid to realize it, even though everybody else gets it.
But to say that joke in New York City and have everybody laugh, including Asian people, and then having somebody like that say that, I realized that's a sick individual. That person is mentally ill. That person is not okay. Like the things that they were saying, they had to be kicked out of the comedy club because of other things they were saying. And then the people at the comedy club just go, these people couldn't be talked to. And I'm like, that's somebody.
I don't know if that person's mentally ill, but self-involved.
Something.
Attention freak. I mean, that's a new way to get attention. It used to be like I'm going to fucking keep yelling at the comedian until he trashes me, so the focus is on me. And I'll make the show better. Like those idiots. Like the narcissist. Like, I need to come in here and help the comedian out by being disruptive. Like I remember all the time, I made the show better. Hey, you going to give me a little props here for helping you out up there?
Right.
It's like, do you think I showed up with no act and I was just praying to God someone with your wacky shirt would show up and say something dumb? Yeah. But
no, it's crazy. It's actually something that I go, okay, wow, like that's where we're at. It's what it is.
Yeah.
It's If you did a joke about, I wish the joke, what's his name? Like Jim Norton had a joke. He goes, the option of knowing I could kill myself is very soothing. That would be like somebody going, well, what do you, there's a suicide hotline. People fucking are trying to do, like, why would you do, and like actually think that, like, he's like almost promoting it. It's a fucking, it's lunacy, dude. I think.
Yeah. They come, hey, just let you know, my friend just killed himself last weekend.
Exactly.
All right. Well, then you know who did it. So stop yelling at me like I pulled the trigger. You think I don't have any friends that killed themselves?
Yeah. Oh, Bill, things are getting crazy out there, man. That's why my circle's getting even smaller, Bill. Pretty soon I'm going to be talking to my family, you and Themeles.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really hoping that, it was bad. None of us behaved properly during this. We all were yelling at each other, myself included. So, I mean, we got to stop this whole fucking just screaming and yelling like this. It's not even this COVID shit, because we're going to get past this. I mean, just like this fucking political stuff. Like one of the last videos I watched last night on YouTube was some guy, I wanted to see it because somebody was on CNN trashing Joe Biden and they couldn't refute him. So that seemed funny to me, because that they want to back him, and so they were calling him out for being not doing the job. So I was like, I want to watch this, but I couldn't get through the guy's narrative. He goes, so CNN, he goes, sit there and act like they're like a news channel. I mean, it's just like, buddy, you can say that about all of them. All of them. CNN, Fox, it's the same fucking thing. Like, I guess, it's funny. Fox News, I guess, went to court and got out of something because they said that they're an entertainment channel. Right? And that's out there. And then when people defend Fox News, they still go freedom of the press. Because they're like, if they're just an entertainment thing, why are they at the White House?
Both channels have used that. Rachel Maddow, I think, years ago, and I'll check.
Great. So then why are they at a press conference for either a Democratic or a Republican? You shouldn't be there.
Right. Isn't it all if it's all entertainment, nobody's an expert. Nobody knows. No,
but New York Times is not saying, or the Washington Post, I got to pick a fucking conservative one, so now people can go get offended. Pick a conservative one. Like, they are considered news, right? But like, if you're going to say that you're entertainment, why are you asking? You know what they should do at the press conference before Fox or CNN asks a question? They should play the E-Entertainment. So what are you going to do in the Ukraine?
Yeah.
Who do you think's hotter? The Prime Minister of Canada or Vladimir fucking Putin in his heyday?
Yeah, no, it's amazing how stupid people are. It's amazing how brainwashed people are, and it's amazing.
Mario Lopez for CNN. I'll tell you, it made me feel old. You know that kid's 47 fucking years old?
Who, Mario Lopez?
The kids from Saved by the Bell are pushing 50.
Wow.
That's scary, dude.
Nah, dude, we're going to be 60 tomorrow. It's fucking over, dude.
I'll be 60 soon. I gotta be honest with you, dude. Though, I fucking getting old is awesome. If you don't fight it, it's the shit. It's fucking amazing. I don't give a fuck, and I think looking your age is cool compared to the option. You know what I mean? Dressing your age, looking your age is the fucking shit. The only time aging sucks is when you're fighting it. Look at you, Paul. I see. Paul does not like it.
No, I don't like. I don't like.
Look at you. You're doing the Stevie Wonder. No, I don't like the.
I don't like the physical shit with it, man. I don't like the things that hurt that used to not hurt. I don't like that. I don't like bending down and feeling
different. Improve your diet. Stretch and do yoga, drink plenty of water. You know what you're supposed to be doing. You're not supposed to sit around watching a football game, drinking a bunch of wine like a pirate. You know you're not supposed to be doing that.
I know.
You should have had a patch over your eye on Sunday.
No, I'm losing weight, though. I look good. No, I'm losing weight.
Hey, Paul, I can't tell. You got a big fucking, you're looking in your second trimester with that big baggy thing on there.
No, dude. I'm doing good. I'm doing the fucking workouts.
That's my favorite thing. It's coming down. Dude, if this lost weight, everyone would have six. I do that every morning when I look at my stomach. That's not bad.
Dude. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do.
I got to jump off here, Paul. I got something in like 2 minutes here.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to own a restaurant. This is my out. I'm going to get the money and I'm going to get a restaurant, Paulie's place, something. And I'm making a piece once a week. All the regulars get a piece of pie. I'll sit with them, talk with them for a while. Oh yeah. How the kids doing? Get them.
You can't make an appearance once a week if you own a restaurant. You're going to be out of business. Everyone's going to be stealing from the cash register. You're going to make an appearance once a week, but you'll be back in your fucking Tony Soprano house with the security cameras looking at all. Stace, come in there. Come here. Did he just put his hand in the register? What did he just put in there?
I know I didn't trust this fuck. All right, man. Well, listen, we will be back. This one we had to cut a little short just because of time constraints, but we wanted to give you, the people, something today. We will be back next week with episode number 52. Please check out the Virzi Effect, the Anything Better podcast, February 4th and 5th. I'm in Fairfield, Connecticut, and one night only, February 24th, I'm at the Pittsburgh Improv. For all other shows like Tampa, like Texas, like Rhode Island, go to paulvirzi.com and enjoy football championship week.
Are the Bengals going to shock the world?
Joe Burrow.
We will see. All right, we'll talk to you next week.